If you're anything like me, you'll also like having encrypted messaging apps such as Telegram and Signal. The reason I like having these apps is because I like having a means to communicate to people that is through an encrypted channel. I don't like the idea of having my messages being intercepted somehow. That's fine for regular texting, but sometimes, there's some information they need to pass across that ideally you don't want someone else reading. So I like using Telegram and Signal to communicate to people. So today, when I was reading through some articles, I found out that Telegram allegedly got hacked. After doing some reading, it wasn't so much the case. Telegram didn't get hacked. However, there were a bunch of discovered Telegram fake apps, malicious apps, on the Google Play Store that got downloaded. So these apps, posing as Telegram, got downloaded around 60,000 times on the Google Play Store. Allegedly, these apps are essentially spyware. So you download the app thinking that you're downloading an encrypted messaging app. Instead, you're downloading a piece of software that will now monitor everything you do on that app, as well as whatever permissions you allow it to do. So you allow it to access the camera or access voice to make to make phone calls or video calls. And in doing so, you are now turning that phone into a spying mechanism for whoever set this app up. So this app will now be able to turn the camera on, watch what you're doing, record what you're doing, listen to what you're doing, and also monitor whatever information that you're passing across on the app. So if you have downloaded Telegram recently, here's a few things that you can do to either verify that you have downloaded the secure copy and the actual copy of Telegram. And then also later on, I'll also talk about ways to mitigate if you have actually downloaded that malicious app. These fake apps, they're meant to look like the real deal. They're meant to look like the real Telegram. They'll have a similar interface. They'll have a similar logo. They'll have similar features. All of it's meant to be convincing enough for the user to go about their business on what they think is Telegram and start talking, start messaging, and start sending information. So how to verify that you have downloaded the safe, legit app of Telegram? First thing you want to do is verify the developer. Telegram has a very specific developer. It's Telegram FC-LLC. So if you go to store and you can see which Telegram version you've downloaded, and if you click on that one and you've downloaded that correct copy, which you can see on the screen now, then you'll be fine. That's the legit copy. That's no red flags. But if you find yourself reading different name, different company, different developer, and you've downloaded that app thinking that's a real Telegram app, that's the first immediate red flag that you may have downloaded a malicious version of Telegram. Next thing to do is to check the reviews and ratings on the app itself. The legit app has around, I think, 200,000, maybe just under 200,000 downloads. So it has a lot of downloads, a lot of use, a lot of reviews, whereas newer apps that have just been put onto the Google Play Store that haven't been inspected yet, which the malicious apps haven't been. So if they've only got a handful of ratings, this is also a huge red flag as to not download that one. Or if you have downloaded that one, that's another big red flag that you may have downloaded a malicious version. Third thing you can do is go to the actual official Telegram webpage, and I'll put the link here on the screen, and it's also in the description below that you can follow, and go to the webpage and make sure that you have actually downloaded the legit copy. The last thing to check is also permissions. It's good to do this on most apps. If you have an app that is asking to have access to a list of things that look kind of suspicious or curious as to why a game may want access to location, camera, microphone, other apps, the Wi-Fi network, and other devices on the network, that's usually a kind of a red flag as to what is going on behind the scenes on this application. So for Telegram, same thing. The usual kind of communication channels are going to be wanted to open, a camera, voice, maybe if you want to make video and phone calls through the app. If not, you're better off just turning those off. And any other kind of suspicious looking permissions, you probably want to go ahead and turn those off. So those are the ways to verify that you've downloaded the actual correct copy. And if everything's good, then awesome. I actually went back, and although I knew I wasn't affected because I've had Telegram for a while, I still went back and double checked that everything was good for me. So I definitely recommend just giving a quick check, do your due diligence, and make sure that you have a safe copy of the app. And if you have downloaded one recently and you're worried that it is malicious, here's a few things that you can do to make sure that your phone and your data can remain safe and secure again. First thing you want to do is go ahead and delete the app. You want to make sure that that's off your phone and it's not monitoring what you're doing anymore. Next thing you want to do is any passwords. If you've entered a password to get into Telegram and you set up that account and that's a password you use in other accounts, I recommend not doing that. But if you have done that, you want to change that password in your other accounts as well. So anyone that had access to Telegram that you set up can go ahead and change those accounts, so now they can't have access to other accounts. If you downloaded Telegram on your desktop or your laptop, you want to go ahead and just run a quick antivirus scan, make sure nothing's been downloaded and is running in the background after you've deleted the software. Next, you just want to monitor your accounts. You want to make sure that you're keeping up with your accounts. You're making sure that you're not clicking on any suspicious email links. you're monitoring any kind of suspicious activity going on different accounts, social media accounts, banking accounts, or any accounts that you may have linked with the email address that you set up with your Telegram. So you just want to go ahead and stay vigilant as to anything going on within those accounts. And lastly, you just want to stay up to date and informed of these things. You want to educate yourself. I mean, watching this video, it's great watching other videos on how to stay up to date with what's going on in the cyber worlds. Because that way, one, you'll also be able to stay ahead of any recent breaches and attacks that may affect you, and that way you can protect your accounts early. And two, you want to learn, better practices on how to secure your account, secure your devices. Watching these kind of videos, my videos or others, will make you more aware and make you safer online. So that was it. Just a quick video on Telegram getting hacked and what to do if you find yourself affected. I hope you found this video informative. So, quick snapshot on what's going on with Telegram right now. The actual app is not affected as far as I know, but there are a series of malicious lookalike apps that are actually infecting people's machines and monitoring and stealing their information. So as always, stay safe, stay diligent. Until next time, this is Cyber and Secure.